You might not know this, but Google has an AI image generator and it's actually insane. But can it really compete with the big players like Midjourney, Leonardo AI and Flux AI? Well, I tested it out and what I found seriously shocked me.
Oga AI.
So, I have been getting a lot of comments on how I created the AI avatar that I use for this YouTube channel. Alright, and it may interest you to know that this tool right here, Google Image FX, was what I used in creating that awesome AI avatar that you guys admire so much. Now, before I go ahead to show you guys exactly how I was able to create it, let's just go over a thing or two about this awesome tool. Now, to gain access to this user interface here, you just simply need to come to Google and type in the search bar Google Image FX, and the first search result or the first result you see here, which is this guy, is the one you click on. So you click on it and the next thing you want to do is sign up. Now you can sign up via email or you sign up directly with your Google account. So once you've done that, it is going to take you to this user interface right here. Now on the left hand side, you want to ensure that this is on Image FX because they have a whole lot of other stuff going on here. So ensure that this is Image FX. Okay, then the next thing you want to do is to put in a prompt here. So let's just quickly put in a simple prompt here. I said a handsome man, very sad, sitting in a cafe in Italy. Now if we go down, you see some styles here that you can add, but we'll not add that for this prompt. We'll add that in a much more later prompt. So up next is the seed number. Now for the seed number, you could adjust it based on your preference, or you could lock it to maintain some level of consistency. We'll see more about that as we progress. Okay, now for the model, you have the best quality, which is powered by Midjourney 3, and for the aspect ratio, you could select whichever one you want, from landscape to portrait to square and all that. So once all this is done, you simply come in here to create. So I'm going to click on create. Let's see what the outcome of this prompt will be.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Smash that red subscribe button and your life will never remain the same. Please help this channel grow by subscribing. Thank you.
Alright, so Google Image FX has generated these 4 images for us, and as you can see, they look really good. Now here's an up close look at the second picture that was generated by this awesome tool, and this is the one I like best. Alright, now if you look at this picture very well, or this image very well, you would notice how this tool paid good attention to details, and you can also see that the contrast is very good. The image is also very sharp and it's looking very realistic. Okay, and one more thing, one very important thing you need to take note of is the emotions. Remember we said that the handsome man is very sad sitting in a cafe, and you can see how sad this guy looks with some ladies in the background there. Okay, so I really like how this tool paid close attention to details. So this picture for me looks quite amazing. All right, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. So with that being said, let's try out another prompt. Now for the next prompt, I said a warrior in a futuristic armor standing in the rain, epic lightning. All right, so for this I'm going to add some styles. So I'm going to add these 3 styles to this prompt. So I want natural light, cinematic and highly detailed. Under the natural light, you also have some other forms of lighting. So you have studio lighting, you have flash photography, ambient lighting. So you can select whichever one you want. If I come down here, remember what we said about the seed, but I'm just going to leave this at that. So everything is in place. The next thing I want to do now is to click on create. Alright, so it gave us just 3 photos for this prompt and they still look pretty amazing. So you can see the brain drops, the warrior in his futuristic armor and all that. So let's have an up close look at the first image. Alright, so this looks pretty good. I like again how well it's paid attention to details. The lighting is really good, very realistic. The contrast is excellent. And I also like how sharp this image is. Now for the fact that you could do all of this for free and you could create as many images as you want is something that I find pretty interesting. Alright, so it's free for now anyways. We don't know if in the future it will be a paid tool, but for now it is free and you could create as many images as you want. So you could play around with this, put in some prompts, generate some nice images for yourself. You could also compare it with the likes of Midjourney, Leonardo.ai and Flux AI, and let me know your outcome in the comment section below. Okay, that's if you would get to use this tool. Now for the third and final demonstration, we are going to be using a more detailed prompt. Okay, and for this I would create something that looks like the AI avatar that I used for this YouTube channel. Okay, so first off, what I did was to go to ChatGPT to generate the prompt. So let's head over to ChatGPT to generate the prompt for this image. So what I did was tell ChatGPT to generate an image prompt for an AI character James in his mid-30s, chocolate skin with full beard and yada yada yada. And ChatGPT went on to generate an image for James, mid-30s with chocolate skin and all that, okay, wearing a brown colored shirt and all that. So what I'll simply do is to copy this prompt and go over to Google Image Effects to generate our image. So I'll click on copy, then go back to Google Image Effects here, and I would paste this prompt here. Okay, so I'm going to add some styles: high contrast, highly detailed, and natural light. Okay, then I'll come down here and lock this because I want a consistent image. Click on create. Alright, so these images look really good. Okay, and as you can see, they all look very alike. What I want to do now is to change the color of his shirt. I think somebody mentioned that in the comment as well. So let's change the color of his shirt and see if it will still be the same faces. Okay, so what I'll do is to come down here to look for the color of his shirt in the prompt. Okay, so it says wearing a brown colored shirt, so I want to change this to, let's say, red. So then I'll click on create and see if this will give us a similar image, and boom, it did give us a similar image. All right, there's a slight difference, but this tool did an amazing job. All right, let me know your opinion in the comments section below. So the images are looking really good. There you have it for this tool. Now there's a lot more to talk about here, but I am going to stop here with this. So do you think Google Image Effects is the next big thing when it comes to AI image generator? Well, for me, I think it is impressive, but it is not perfect. Okay, we've seen that in the course of our video. But if you want something free and easy, it's actually a great option. But if you need pro level AI art, the likes of Midjourney, Leonardo AI might still be king. What do you think? Would you use Google Image Effects? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and smash on the notifications so you don't miss my next AI experiment. See you in the next one.